Hey guys, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I want to get into Ryan Tannehill and the New York Jets, and this report really bothers me. So what am I talking about? Well, Connor Hughes, who covers the Jets and the Giants now for SNY, is reporting that the Jets are higher on Ryan Tannehill than most. Here's the exact quote, actually. He says, "Don't sleep on Tannehill. There's a feeling around the NFL that the Jets are much higher on him than some want to believe." I don't like this. I don't like the sound of that. That means that the Jets could be considering Ryan Tannehill as an option. He would probably be like number 4 on my list. I would assume somewhere around there on guys that I would be interested in. But that'd be a pretty big failure. In my opinion, it should be one of Aaron Rodgers or Derek Carr. I put those two guys in a class above the rest. Lamar Jackson, I don't think is super realistic option for this team, specifically because I don't think they'd trade him in the AFC. And you'd have to wait a really long time for that one to play out. So I don't necessarily think he's a realistic option. So I'd go like Rodgers, step down Carr, step down Jimmy G, and Tannehill in that same kind of boat. He played 12 games in 2022. In those 12 games, 65.2 completion percentage, 211.3 yards per game, 13 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. So not really jumping off the page there in terms of a passing offense. And the year prior, in 2021, it's very okay. It's very okay. 67.2 completion percentage, 3,734 yards, 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and an 89.6 rating. Honestly, he has not looked the same since Arthur Smith left. The two of them worked well together. Arthur Smith now has been the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons for the last couple of years, and that offense is kind of taking a little bit of a nosedive down. But now you could say, oh, well, Todd Downing. The Jets just brought in Todd Downing. There's the obvious connection to Ryan Tannehill, and I guess so, but it's not like they had the most amount of success paired together. They really didn't. The most amount of success in Ryan Tannehill's career came with Arthur Smith. So unless Arthur Smith is getting fired by the Falcons and then going to be hired by the Jets, I don't really have a whole lot of interest. And plus, like, sneaky old. Ryan Tannehill is sneaky pretty old. He is going to be 35 in July. So this will be his age 35 season. I am not banking the Jets needing to make the playoffs, which is true. I think they need to make the playoffs in 2022, on a 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who's coming off an injury and seems to be on the decline. I'm really all good there. I know we're going to say, oh, well, he's not going to cost you a whole lot. Well, great. I don't want to pay, I don't know, would it be $15 to $20 million for a pretty crappy quarterback rather than pay 30 plus or whatever it's going to end up having to be for one who's actually pretty good? I don't know if that's going to be enough to push the Jets forward. Is it better than what they had? Yes, I think so. I think Ryan Tannehill would be an upgrade over Mike White, Joe Flacco, Zach Wilson. There's no denying that, but is this some fix where I feel confident going into this year? Not really. Honestly, it really isn't. Rodgers would instill some confidence. Carr would instill some confidence. Jimmy G, slightly less because of injury concern. And then Ryan Tannehill's after that. But I hope that's not Joe Douglas's plan A. If that's plan D, and it unfortunately comes to plan D, then so be it. But it'd be pretty disappointing, in my opinion, if you're coming out of this and you're not ending up with either Rodgers or Derek Carr. And I would assume Jimmy G would be your most likely option after that, because if Aaron Rodgers isn't coming to the Jets, does he go to Tennessee? Does he go to the Raiders? And then what happens beyond that? So I don't know. That one came across the timeline this morning and spooked me a little bit. I like Tyson from Let's Talk Jets reaction the best, where he just pour in the shots, because that's not something you want to read early on a Tuesday morning. Having to read that the New York Jets are higher on Ryan Tannehill than most, probably a problem. Let me know your take down below in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I am Matt O'Leary. I will talk to you next time.